Here's a quick quiz to see whether you've been paying attention lately. Question 1. How many times have predictions of things like property prices falling off a cliff appeared in media headlines in the past, say, 3 years? Question 2. How many times have things actually gone ahead and fallen off the forecast cliff? And question 3. Should we be listening anymore to journalists and economists who predict these dire cliff disasters? So, how did you go with the quiz? I don't have the exact number of headlines which have forecast a mortgage cliff or a market cliff or prices falling off a cliff, but it would number in the thousands so far in this decade of the 2020s. Now, as to how many times things have actually gone ahead and fallen off the alleged cliff, I do have a precise answer, exactly 0 times. We were told property prices would fall off a cliff in 2020, but they rose. We were told at the start of 2023 that prices would collapse and drop off the proverbial cliff, but again, prices have been rising. The big cliff, the one that media is really obsessed over, is the mortgage cliff. We were told to expect one during the COVID lockdowns because people couldn't go to work or into their businesses and earn money to pay mortgages, but lenders adapted to the situation and that mortgage cliff failed to materialise. And this year, we had another mortgage cliff to confront. This was the one caused by people on fixed rate mortgages coming to an end of the fixed period and suddenly facing much higher repayments with higher variable interest rates. This was forecast to be the granddaddy of all mortgage cliffs and provided fodder for countless clickbait headlines this year. But here's the thing, it hasn't happened. We're in the middle of the company reporting season with the major lenders, the big banks, reporting their annual profit results, and they all say the transition of customers from fixed rate to variable rate mortgages is happening in an orderly fashion with very few problems. National Australia Bank boss Ross McEwen says there has been what he terms a modest deterioration in the quality of the bank's loans, but no major problems. And McEwen said, "We know this environment is challenging for our customers, but pleasingly, most are proving resilient with only a modest deterioration in asset quality." Commonwealth Bank, which has tens of billions of dollars in mortgages transitioning off fixed rates, says arrears for loans rolling onto the variable rates are simply in line with its broader portfolio. 30-day arrears are just 0.92% of loans and 90-day delinquencies were only 0.43% of the total. So yes, news media has got it horribly wrong yet again. And here's the other thing. Media will never apologise for getting it wrong or even acknowledge that they made a major mistake. I think they should apologise because headlines and sound bites like these cause fear and anxiety in the community. We live in times of a global pandemic, high inflation, massive economic disruption, war in Europe, and daily stories of climate-related disasters. People don't really need any more grief in their daily diet of news headlines, but journalists love to pile on. You have to wonder about the mindset and the business model they're using. Most businesses have the approach that if they make their customers feel happy or satisfied, they'll make money. Media has a different model. They believe they can make money if they make their customers feel distressed, anxious, or fearful. Hence the constant barrage of negative headlines forecasting disasters of various kinds. But most of the predicted catastrophes, like the mortgage cliff, have failed to happen.